Hello again guys, you're welcome to my channel. In this video, permit me to play the devil's advocate for wicked mothers-in-law. Alright, so in this video, I want to share my perspective about mother-in-law, daughter-in-law relationships. Now, I may be biased because fortunately for me, I have a very good relationship with my mother-in-law, so I may be biased. But here's my perspective about mother-in-law, daughter-in-law relationships that are not going so well. Now, in most cases, I feel like the mothers-in-law most times are responding to trauma. You know, there's a saying that hurting people hurt others. Now, most of these mothers grew up or had marriages where they came in with a lot of expectations, and over the years, their expectations were not met. Instead, they saw something else in their marriages. And recall that growing up, our mothers really didn't have a lot of voice. So they were made to, or they were forced to accept a lot of things that were not acceptable. So a lot of them still has so much bitterness in them that they have not dealt with. A lot of them didn't really even get love from their husbands. They didn't get love from their in-laws. They were made to slave for their in-laws and all of that. So that has affected the way, or that has shaped their mentality, and that has shaped their expectation of what they want or they expect from their daughters-in-law. Some of them have not healed or have refused to heal. So because of that, they're passing that trauma over to their daughters-in-law. Some of them didn't get any kind of love from their husbands, and then they made their children the center of their universe. All the love they couldn't get from their husbands, they got it from their children, or they tried to get from their children. Now, someone is coming and trying to rob them of that love again. And that's where the battle begins. A lot of them do not know where to draw the lines. A lot of them do not know when to let their children go. And that's where the battle, or the, what do I call it now? The scuffle with the wife of their son comes in. So here's what I want you to do as a woman. When you get married, I want you to see your mother-in-law as your own mother. That's what a lot of us have failed to do. And then a lot of us came into marriages with the mentality, or with the mindset of, if his mother gives it to me out, I'm giving it back to her out. And that's not really going to allow peace reign, so to say. So what I would say is, for those who are not married yet, when you are coming into marriage, don't come expecting the worst. I'm a Christian, so I will always say pray. So before you marry anybody, pray that you find favor with their family. Because the truth is, you are not marrying only the man. You are marrying him, you are marrying his family, especially in the Nigerian or African culture. So pray. If you are still single, pray that God helps you find favor with your in-laws. And this is not only for women, even for men too. If you marry a good woman, but she comes from a bad family, hey, I'm sorry. You may see shaggy. I know men too have issues with their in-laws, but because men are not very vocal, so we don't really hear so much of those issues. But the truth is, everybody, whether male or female, you need to pray before you get married, that God helps you find favor with your in-laws. Then for the woman, or for the lady, don't come in with the mindset of, if they give it to me hot, I will also give it to them hot. That's going to destroy a lot of things. And when you come in, or for those of us that are even already in, and the relationship is a bit shaky, I would say, have discussions with your husband. Let him be the one to sort his family. Let him be the one to create that boundary between him, his family, and you. You trying to be the one to face them to create the boundaries, we keep making things worse. So I always say, both the wife and the husband should deal with their own families. Let them be the ones to create, or you be the one to create the boundaries with your own family. So I would create boundaries with my family. I expect my husband to create boundaries with his own family. Now, in the case where the husband is not creating boundaries, is allowing them to, or is allowing his family to overstep, then you now need to speak to the man. Let him know, because sometimes some of these men don't even know. All right, so you need to have communicate. You need to communicate. All right. So I hope that this video has been able to help you. So the next time your mother-in-law is behaving in ways that seem somehow, I want you to look at it that she's probably hurting, and hurting people hurt others. So you trying to stand up for yourself, or you trying to give it back to her the way she's giving it back to you, will probably cause more hurt. So when your husband is not standing up and you try to have discussions with him, I would say maybe you two should talk to your mother-in-law, because let's be honest, these people are not, crazy people. I don't think there's anybody that wants to be fighting for no reason. So I feel like if you can find a way to communicate with your mother-in-law directly and let her know that I'm not here to take your son away from you, or just try to provide a form of comfort or middle ground for her, to let her know that I'm your ally. Because at the end of the day, myself and my mother-in-law, we are allies in making the life of our son better and our grandchildren better. So that's my perspective. I hope that this helps someone. So till I come your way next time, it's bye for now.